everybody, so this week we're going to do rockets for CC, which is a really, really fun experiment. It's something that our family has done before and we're excited to do it with everybody. So what it's going to look like, the final product that the kids are going to make is something like this, made out of paper with paper fins and put together. It will end up going on a PVC pipe that will be connected to a bicycle inner tube and to a 2-liter bottle of a 2-liter bottle that's empty. And then when the kids jump on the 2-liter bottle, the force from the air will go through the tube. The rocket will be sitting on the PVC pipe and the rocket will go flying through the air, outside preferably, not inside where it hits a ceiling fan. That's the project and that's really exciting. So I'm going to walk you through the materials we need to do this and what it will look like for the kids doing it in class. So you're going to have some pieces of PVC pipe in your class to measure how big the rockets will be made. So you'll have the PVC pipe, you'll have some paper or construction paper or something that will form the body of the rocket. You'll have some note cards. Each student will need 3 for 3 fins. For the rocket, they'll be cut into shapes this size. The obesitarians might have them pre-cut. For the older kids, they'll need scissors in order to cut out the fins. And then we'll need tape to tape it all together. So those are our procedures. Those are our materials. And so I'll walk you through how to make the rockets here as we go. So the first step to making it is that the students are going to need the PVC pipe. They're going to also need the paper. Joseph, the one I did earlier, Joseph made, and he used regular printer paper. This one I'm going to do with construction paper. So they're going to take it longwise and wrap it around the PVC pipe. It needs to not be so tight that it can't come off the PVC pipe, but it needs to not be so loose that it's going to be wiggly and jiggly. So it needs to be, going to roll it up and then make sure that the PVC pipe can kind of easily slide through. So that's just about where we want it. And then we're going to take our tape and we're going to just put some pieces of tape along the barrel here to secure it. And ta-da, we have the barrel of our rocket. So another student can take a turn using the PVC pipe and that can get shared around the class so that every student has the barrel of their rocket. The next step that we're gonna have them do is make the fins. So the fins, they'll have the note card and the best shape to make them is up one side and over. So I guess they could do it, they could trace it or just cut it. And honestly, if their fins are different shapes, then it will just be an experiment in however the rockets fly without them. For scientific reasons that I can't explain right now, for some reason, if there are only 2 fins, the rockets won't fly straight. And if there are more fins, they won't fly straight. So if you have a student that's going to go crazy with the fins or do less, then that too will be an experiment in how their rocket will fly specifically. Joseph, you want to bring me the rocket that flew over there in the living room? So in order to do these, there'll be the note card, and it doesn't have to be rocket science, but it'll go up one side a little bit and then over. So the fins are roughly this shape. Joseph did his much smaller. They can be smaller, mine are larger. Once again, this will affect how they fly, but that will be part of the experiment for how the rockets fly. Once you have the long fin cut, it would probably be best if you stack the 3 note cards for the 3 fins and cut them all together so they're roughly the same shape. You'll take the long end of the rocket, of the fin, and fold it over so that there's a lip. Can you see that? And then you'll take that lip and set it right on the side of the rocket and then tape it down. So we'll do just that. on. And then I've got the other two here. It might be good to have another piece of tape on the other side of the fin, holding it down. So we've got plenty of tape holding our fins in place. So once again, how many fins and how the size of the fin and the shape of the fin will all affect how straight and how far and how spinny your rocket will fly. Once again, there is a scientific explanation for why 3 fins is the best, and if I can find it, then I'll forward that to you all as well. But for now, we'll try to encourage the kids to do 3 and hopefully have a scientific explanation for why that is as we go. So I'm just putting my last fin on with tape on both sides. So you can see what that looks like from this end. There's 3. I did not measure them to make sure they were perfectly in thirds around the barrel of the rocket. I just kind of put them on, and here you go. So the last thing that we need to do to make this rocket fly worthy is to stop up the top of it so that air can't get through. The air needs to be trapped inside this barrel so that the force of the air propels the rocket and doesn't leak through. So what we've done in the past is have we've had like a styrofoam ball and we've put it in with hot glue. Joseph earlier just crumpled it up and put tape on the end, so that's what I will do here too. We kind of want to make sure that it's as symmetrical as possible because once again the top of the rocket will kind of affect how straight it flies, but we'll just do our best here. So I'm just bunching it up and then I'll put tape over the top to make sure that it's airtight. And then I will blow in the end and show you how it goes. We probably don't want to show the kids how that works in class because then we'll have rockets launching from PVC pipes all around the classroom. However, it is something that we can use here at home to figure this out. So once again, I'm not doing this perfectly, but it's just enough to trap the air in on the end. And if I do kind of blow some air here, I can still feel some air getting through, so I'm going to do another piece of tape. Around it, I'm going to try it one more time, and I don't necessarily feel any air. So then I'm going to give it a test run. When you go to launch it, it's going to just sit right on the PVC pipe, and we've already measured it, so we already know that it's going to fit perfectly. And mine might fit a little too tight, and then it launches. So that's our science experiment for this week. It should be really fun and it should be manageable for the kids to accomplish.